All right. Yes. It's gonna work now. Tweet. Make sure I'm live. I am live. Yes. There you go. Oh, you probably don't want to see that. Haha. Refresh the chat. Yeah. There we go. Yes. Tweet it out. Did I tweet it out? I did tweet it out. All right. I think we are live now. I want to say so at least. Although, unfortunately, there's no way for me to check because... well, I can kind of check. I just gotta wait for y'all to show up. I am on one monitor right now. Oh, I should probably drop that really quick so y'all can see. There you go. Yes. Or I'll go onto my desktop. Yes. This is how I've always kind of started the streams, just on the desktop. So let's chill and talk for a little bit before we start, because it's been a long time since I've streamed. This is on a new PC. Hold on, I'm bringing up Twitch right now so I can get the chat. So anybody that's talking right now, I cannot read it. So don't talk. Don't talk right now. I don't have Twitch open right now. I don't even think I have Twitch installed on my phone. Oh, I do. Okay, cool. I'm on one monitor right now, so... Okay, there we go. Okay, cool. Don't talk. Nobody talk. If anybody is here, do not talk. I cannot hear it. Oh, I should probably... okay. Hello! I am streaming again. I'm just gonna kinda edit and then rant for a little bit, so come through, say hi. And yeah, it has been a while, but hopefully we can come back together into this stream and we can all have a good time while I'm sitting here starving, drinking 2 Red Bulls. Alright, see you there. Alright, sick. I'm gonna go into webcam mode. Hey guys, I'm gonna go into webcam mode real quick while I tweet. Guys, I'm gonna go into webcam mode real quick while... Shut up! Shut up. Hello everyone. Hello. Okay, hello. Yes, people are coming. What's up, Jam? What's up? Eki, bro. By the way, I've always called you Eki, but I know you had that L in front of your name. So is it Lecky? Or Lekiros, I guess? I suppose so. I have a webcam up, so right now I'm trying to upload, that, quick video showing that I'm streaming. Ekiros. Okay, I'm just making sure, bro, because you had the L in front of your name in this one too. I just want to make sure, bro. I've always called you Eki though, so I'm always gonna keep calling you Eki. By the way, so this is a new PC. I have all new settings, so I need y'all to help me while I'm streaming this because I'm not sure about my mic settings, if it's loud or not. I was peaking earlier and I fixed it and I think it's okay, but I need you guys to let me know if it's too loud in reference to my voice, to AfterFX when I start playing it, and to the background music. I can turn it up or down, whatever way you guys want me to do. So for now, I'm not sure, so you guys need to let me know. Which one is it? Shit. Dates. Is it this one? I think so, right? Was it that one? Honestly, I have no clue what I just uploaded. Oh, Lord. Oh, Lordy. Lord, have mercy. 19 seconds. I'm pretty sure it's this one. Hey. Live. Come say hi. Ranting while editing. Yes. Okay, cool. So I think once I send this video out, more people will come through. It is kind of in an off time of when I would use what I used to. I was gonna say when I normally stream, but I haven't streamed in literally forever. So I can't say this is different from my normal streams because there is no such thing as a normal Anuki stream anymore. Not for a while at least. Okay, there we go. And then I'm gonna wait. Let me make sure that was okay. Sorry, I know. I am. Shut up. Okay, there we go. It doesn't. I don't really care. Yes, it's made for kids. No, I'm gonna say it's not made for kids. Yes. Okay. Cool. Next. End screen. I don't care. I just need to upload it. Publish. Yes. Publish. No. Publish now, please. Publish. Yes, okay. Do you like that type of pop filter? I do, actually, because I have the normal pop filter, but it's very big and obtrusive, and the way I use my mic is it's close to my face and it's not far away. Had it been far away, I would use a pop filter like that. This pop filter, I feel like it's not as good. However, for what I use it for, it's okay, right? Because I'm not usually well, I mean, actually, that's a lie. I am usually yelling, but, you know, more so would you recommend it? That, yeah, like I said, it depends on your use case. If you are going to kind of talk with like how I'm talking, mic close to my face, or at least a good couple centimeters from my face, with this more based out podcast style audio, which sounds a lot better when it goes to post production. I will say it doesn't sound that good raw, but yeah. And yeah, if you're using it like this, then yeah, I'd recommend it. But if you're not, actually no, I take that back. If you are, if you're using a webcam, then I would recommend it. If you're not using a webcam, then use the bigger circular pop filters because those function a little better. Since I'm using a webcam, I'd prefer to have that not obtrude my face, so therefore I have it on. Yeah, hi Anuki. Oh, I can't read that because I'm using freaking this serial. Hey, what's up, dog? I'm using my phone to read chat because what's it called? At the moment, I don't have a second monitor. I do have a monitor. I have this one right here. However, it's not connected to my PC because, like I said, I have a new PC. This monitor is connected to my old PC just in case I need to go back into my old PC and get something. So, unfortunately, I'm on one monitor right now, which sucks. I hate it, but it's all good. I'll figure everything out. So do not worry. I think that should be good. That upload, yes, that uploaded. It has my things on it. Music is going, so that's alright. I can close this down because it's not necessary. I'll close my Twitter because if I ever open up my Twitter, actually no, I'll leave it open. But if I ever open up my Twitter on stream, then I'm probably gonna get kicked. Hey, Nightbot still works. Check out my 2018 project files. I still have to make a new project file bundle for 2019, but I don't have that much, so yeah. How are you? I'm good, Eki, thank you. Isn't it late for you, Eki? You should go to sleep, bro. I know it's late for you. But yeah. Oh, sorry, I shouldn't have this open. I forget that I'm not streaming. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and go back to here. Nope. Oh god, I hate not having two monitors. Okay, I'm gonna have, let me make sure everything is good. And I'm gonna put my phone somewhere that I can see the chat. Where can I put it? I have a phone stand, but it's not in an optimal spot because, like I said, I'm using two computers right now, which means I have two keyboards, which means my desk is super cluttered right now. I have two keyboards and two mice. So it's really bad right now, but I'm figuring out a way. Oh, I can't even check who followed. Oh, bro, this is so not good. Okay, Christian, bro. Thank you, Christian. He or she, thank you for the follow. Dabs. Okay, that's exactly what I need. Yes, bro. Yes, editing chats is back, and I'm going to talk about something a little heavy and something very personal to me, which is the educational system. So if you'd like to listen to that, then feel free to kick back and listen to what I have to say. Feel free to input. Although, like, I'm going to reiterate because there's more new people. Christina. Oh, it's you. Hello. Hi. I will iterate. I don't know with that word. That I am sick right now enough to make me have to skip class because I have a headache right now. I couldn't go to class, or if I did, I feel like I wouldn't be able to focus, so I skipped that class. I had another class, however, he is currently my professor is currently a cancer patient, so he's undergoing some sort of treatment. I want everyone to pay their respects to him, Trevor Dodge. He's a very nice person. I've had a class with him before. He's a very good professor. He's very optimistic and he's super funny too, and he's always making a bunch of jokes about the whole his cancer stuff and his procedures. So he's a good spirit. So I wish him the best, and I hope he's doing well. So everyone, press F in the chat to pay. Well, he's not dead. Don't worry. He's just a patient at the moment. So, you know, I'm sure some of you guys know how cancer goes. So I pray for the best for him. So let's hope that he undergoes procedure and does treatment very well. Yes. Okay. It's a mature audience kind of stream, bro. Yes. Okay, if you guys are going up to the chat for the first time, I figured out how to do like chat announcements. I have to preface this. Okay, back when I used to stream, I always preface before my streams that this is a very mature stream. I'm going to do it again right before I start editing. Right now, this is kind of the low right now, right? This is a low before I start editing, before I start the show, if you will, the podcast. I call it a podcast because I think it's a podcast. Since there's new people, I will iterate everything I said in the beginning again. I am currently on one monitor because my second monitor is being used in case I have to go to my old PC because I am on a new PC. So I'm on one monitor, which means checking like donations and following is kind of weird. So I apologize. I won't be able to. Well, it will be kind of weird. So bear with me on that. Reading chat, I'm reading it on my phone. So if I miss it, I apologize. It's not directly in front of me, so it's kind of weird. And actually, I think that's about it. Yes. So my stream might be a little weird today, but it's okay. Whatever y'all are doing today, yes, hype, bacho, yes. If you're editing chats while I edit, This is going to be a very good one because some of you guys I've given this talk to already. See, okay, there's a follow thing. There's no way I can check on my phone because there's no dashboard type deal. Unless there is and I'm stupid. I could just be gay. Or, sorry, homosexual. But, I'd have to open this shit up. Oh, or I can just wait. There we go. Queer PX. Yes, your name is now Queer PX, unless told otherwise. Hello. Haha. So, I'm sorry, I'm so stupid. I was gonna say, so right now I'm sick, so I have a headache, which is why I'm downing 2 Red Bulls, obviously. I also have water, so don't worry. I have eaten nothing today. It is 2 p.m. or 2:19 p.m. and I've eaten nothing. I have no breakfast or lunch. This is my second Red Bull. Okay, let's go ahead and do one of these. Yes. I have no food. Quirp. Ah, yes. Okay, thank you for telling me that because I would have totally called you queer for the next forever until you corrected me. Also, another thing in my streams, depending on how you spell your name, I will totally butcher it. Yes. Hello, Ninx. Hello. Yes. But I butcher it on purpose, so don't worry. If I call your name, if I ever say your name incorrectly, just know I'm saying it on purpose. What's up, Nori? Yes. What's up, bro? Okay. I believe it is time to start the stream. Before I start, I've said before I started like 50 times, but this is the last one. Before I start, how is the audio? Again, this is a new PC. I have all new settings. I just installed OBS literally an hour ago. I installed OBS literally when I made that tweet about my webcam messing up, right? So I don't know what my audio settings are, or I don't know any good settings. I don't know. I have the mic exactly positioned where I used to have it, but I had to redo all of the equalizer settings by hand, by scratch, because I forgot what they were before. So I'm back to that. It's my fucking dad. Oh shit! It is my son, my second son. What are you editing? I'll say that in a little bit. If I forget, you can just let me know. It seems okay. If the audio is good, that's good. I hope so. And then for audio, my audio, but then also I need you guys to tell me, okay, so I'm gonna audio preview right now in AfterFX. I turned down the audio, or the AfterFX audio lower than I would normally have it because in the past I had to, because it would be too loud on the stream. So what sucks for me, because I always blast the audio and whenever I'm in AfterFX, excuse me. So, oh my god, my head hurts. I shouldn't be doing this. But I want to talk. I need to talk. I've been stressing out recently, so I need to vent somehow. So, yes, I'm going to audio preview in like 5 seconds. So I'm going to talk at the same time. I need you guys to tell me if the audio preview is too loud versus my voice, okay? Ready? 3, 2, 1. Okay, I'm talking like this. I'm gonna talk like this. Imagine I'm speaking some sort of topic and I'm getting super heated. Man, I hate X and Y because I'm never able to allow Z to enter my house, my asshole. No, what did I say? I'm not, it's a bit loud. Okay, I'll turn it down a little bit. Oh, my phone is covering my volume mixer. Okay, it's all good. I said something really bad, so it's a good thing that you didn't hear me. What about, oh, this is gonna be so quiet for me. It's all good. It's for you guys. Oh shit. What about at 10? I'm all the way at 10. Put back empty. That's what send a boss sent me, dog. Okay, I'm talking like this. Is this okay? Is this alright? I'm gonna talk like this. I'm talking like this. Chitoge is not a good girl, but if Jam says so, then I guess she's okay. But then again, no, she's alright. I read the manga, and it's, honestly, she's pretty great. But if you watch the anime, you're gonna fucking hate her. But Anodora is always the best, because Kosaki is the best girl, and she's literally my wife, as well as her voice actor, Hanazawa Kawa. She's literally the best, and she is literally my wife, so, you know, there's not much to say about it. Okay, is that better? Good? Alright, fantastic. Okay. It is time to start the stream now, because I think everything is okay. It's okay, I love you. Anyways. Let's begin. So, as always, in the start of my streams, this is a very, very PG, not even PG, this is a rated R stream. R18, viewer discretion is advised. What we talk about in my stream is very controversial. Whatever I say, or honestly, a lot of things can just like, this is a very unfiltered stream, right? I don't know what the regulations of Twitch are, but I definitely am pushing them. And I don't know if talking about the educational system is going to push the terms of use or terms and conditions and whatnot, but I will be talking about that today. So viewer discretion is advised. I may say things that are offensive. I may say things that relate to things such as race, gender, and etc. Things that are happening at the moment, things that happened in the past, things that normally you wouldn't talk about on a stream, you would talk about with someone in private. I talk about those things because those things keep me up at night and I need to talk about them. So understand that if you are a millennial, someone who was born after 2000, that if you are susceptible to being easily offended, please leave my stream because I will hurt your feelings, potentially. I will talk about things that you probably don't want me to talk about. Because you're a fragile little bitch, so I need you to leave my stream right now. This is this is my warning. Please leave my stream because it is very, very not okay, and potentially might, get me arrested. But it's okay because I need to talk about this and it's important. Also, I have water, so it's okay. I'm not just on Red Bull. Linus Tech Tips water bottle, by the way. LCTstore.com. All right, shall we begin? Let us begin. That was your last warning, okay? Leave my stream. If I see you in the chat crying, I need you to leave because I told you to leave. All right? All right, cool. So, it's been a while since I've done a talking while editing piece. Also, reading the chat is going to be a little weird. I apologize. I do my best. Anuki, what's up, Rosie? CC 14 or 19? I do CC 2014 because if you're COD editing, has been built around CC 2014. So the fact that we've gotten this far, I need to preview this point so I can, actually, what do I need to preview? I need to preview something because it's been so long since I've opened this project file. I'm restarting it, by the way. So that is why, okay, I'm just gonna, oh, fucking shit. I'm just gonna run preview this. I'm sure you guys won't mind. Okay. Yeah, I'm sure you guys won't mind if I do a quick ramp preview, right? Yeah, you guys won't mind. Let's see. Yes, so COD has been built upon CC 2014. Everything that we've learned, the foundation has been built up on CC 2014, and that's just the truth. Some people can argue that has been built up on Vegas. They can suck my dick. We've learned so much off of CC 14, and then things just drastically changed afterwards. Like once it got into 15 and 16 and so on, AfterFX just changed and removed a bunch of features, adding different ones that are unneeded. So here's my breakdown. If you're editing Call of Duty, just stay on CC 14. It crashes a lot. Oh my god, it crashes a lot. It crashes a lot, but it works so well to the point where everything you need is still here. Everything works. So don't upgrade. There's no point in it. If you're doing things like motion graphics and, animation and stuff like that, get 2020, get 19. Those are very good products. Adobe makes fantastic products. So use those and utilize all the new features that they have. If you're editing Black Ops 2 trick shots in 2020, just get 14 and you'll be fine. I am using 2014 at the moment. And it works beautifully. I've used 15 before and it sucked dick. I've used, I don't think they made a 16. I used 17 before and it sucked dick. It worked, but not for my use case. So I stay on 2014. Yes. I'll talk about this educational system in a little bit. I need to get warmed up. But you gotta attack this. Bro, I'm attacking everyone. If you're born after 2000, y'all literally can't handle a fucking racist joke. So I need you to relax, okay? I need you to man up a little bit, or a woman up. Sorry, I don't know. See, this is why I have to. See, this is what I mean, right? I gotta say that. Everyone in 2020 gets. Yes, exactly. Everyone in 2020 gets offended, which is why I hate children. That's a lie. I love children, but not like in a pedophile way. But I'll stop talking. I'm sorry. I'm already almost done with the Red Bull.
Get them smoking. I got more slaps than the Beatles. Foreign shit running on diesel, dog.
Yeah, I'm gonna change that first clip a little bit, probably.
Trust me, at the top it isn't lonely. me, dog. Back home smoking legal. I got more slaps than the Beatles. Foreign shit running on diesel, dog. Playing with my name, that shit is lethal, dog. Who you see? What? Don Corleone. Trust me, at the top it isn't lonely. Everybody acting like
Yeah, so around this edit, when I started this edit, like almost a year ago, or I think I started this edit in like September, so it's been a long time. Or no, I think August, honestly. Yeah, I'm pretty sure like August or some shit like that. I started this edit a very long time ago, and this is kind of when I first started messing with a new style. So it's been a very long time since I've opened this project file, and the style is kind of changed. My style has changed a lot in the sense that there's a lot of things I don't do anymore. So I need to go back and kind of remember what I've done. Otherwise, I'm gonna freak the fuck out. I'm still in Vegas. That's unfortunate, bro. You should get better. So what's better to learn on? Oh, okay. I'll make this quick because I have editing chats already on this, so I'll make this very brief. Sony Vegas is a video editing software. AfterFX is an animation software and a visual effects software. Sony Vegas can do all of that. However, there's a lot of restrictions with it, and you have to find loopholes. Obviously, the newer Sony Vegases, the newer generations have helped in that regard, but it still doesn't make any sense if you're going to do visual work to use a video editing software and not an animation software. And After Effects, basically, here's the final very one sentence breakdown, or two, I guess. After Effects can do everything Sony Vegas can, but Sony Vegas can't do everything After Effects can. All right. As far as learning on it, it literally took me like a week, so I don't know. It all depends. You just gotta sit down and figure it out. You have to understand that learning a new thing is going to take some time. When you first learned Vegas, that took some time, right? It's gonna be the same thing, except this time you're gonna have knowledge of Vegas and you're gonna have to transfer it onto your knowledge of After Effects, which are two completely different things. You have to understand that. Okay. First clip is nice. Arigato. Okay. Yo! Wait, is that you, Butters? Bro. Have you changed your name on Twitch to Gary? It's been a minute if that's you. Otherwise, if it's a different Gary, then what's up, bro? Hi, hello, pleased to meet you. Hello, Dream. The warnings in the chat are those of a porn. Basically, I need you guys to understand that this is a very PG or a very rated R stream, so do not come here if you're susceptible to that. You know when Ion Cam is going up? I've been told this weekend, so yeah. Hello, Roy. I use After Effects with 4 RAM. See, yeah, it can happen, bro. Two RAM squad, bro. It's possible, bro. I'm lucky to be on 36 or 32 RAM, so we're chilling. Or 32 gigs. Also doesn't help as much as you think. Once you have at least 8 or no, once you have 16, adding more RAM does not help. Just help let you guys know. It helps as far as opening different things like opening up After Effects and opening up Call of Duty at the same time while opening up Twitter at the same time, stuff like that. Very helpful. Okay, let's get to editing. Okay. We're gonna edit and then at some point I'm gonna talk about the educational system, so keep that in mind. I just need to at least get the sync down before hold on, what have I gotten here so far? I shouldn't have just ended this right here. I just don't understand the graph on the timer map.
Don't just say it now, you gotta show me what you gotta do. Don't just say it now, you gotta show me what you gotta do. Don't just say it now, you gotta show me what you gotta do. Don't just say it now, you gotta.
Does that? Hold on, that looks kind of wonky. Yes, I'm still editing BO4. I have to, bro. I'm sorry. I don't like it either. Oh, my brother texted me. Yes, but I'm streaming, so I can't pick up, but I can pick you up when you're done at 5:30 or whatever. Okay. Anyways, Pepe, yeah, Pepe gay, Pepe. What's up, Spiffy, bro? How you doing? Oh shit. Bro, using my goddamn phone for reading chat is annoying. I'm sorry. When I stream, my PC goes laggy and turns off. Well, that is because you have 4 gigabytes of RAM. I want to switch to 80, but 2 gigabytes of RAM can't render. Then get. All right, look, ready? All right, let's do this together. All right. So, assuming that you have DDR4, right? Let's see, DDR4, let's do 8 gigabytes. That's gonna be like 40 something dollars. Of 8 gigabytes of, fuck it, 3200 megahertz RAM. Let's do Corsair Vengeance. Oh shit, my mouse. 8 gigabytes, no, not 16. Cause can 8 even go to 3200? I think it can, right? Oh, this is a PC part picker then. Oh, this is my build, by the way. Your memory. Let's do 3000 and 3200. DDR4 let's do 2x4 because you should be in dual channel, right? An 8 gig kit for 3000 megahertz is $44.99. Cast latency 16, not the fastest, but will do. 32, where's 3200? I saw it. For Ripjaw series 5 series, that's a good one. $44.99, also the same. A little faster. I don't know too much about Ripjaw series though. It's great. It's fantastic. So get it. It's like, it's so cheap now. I remember it used to be so much more expensive, but it's so cheap now. So go for it. Just do it. Yes. Learning to spell with Anuki. I don't know how to spell, bro. I'm so sick right now. Listen, I have a headache and I'm streaming. I'm on 2 Red Bulls and water, and I've eaten nothing yet, and it is 2:35 p.m. I'm fucking out of it. But I'm streaming because I need to talk. I don't expect myself to get a lot done in the stream, but I just want to talk. Like, this is just me venting. And I don't know if I will even talk about this. We'll see. I don't know. If y'all want me to talk about this educational system, we'll see. This might just be a fun stream. I don't know. And I'll talk about the educational system next time. But we'll see. Just want to know, you're my idol. I look up to you. Thank you, bro. I love you, Dream. I appreciate your individuality as well as your existence in humanity. So continue to exist. Yes, continue to exist, Dream. Toast to that. Bless you. Oh my god, I need water. I'm sorry, bro. I shouldn't do this while I'm sick, bro. I'm so fucking. Okay. I'm not like congested or nasally. I'm just like, you know, I'm not feeling hot. Again, I can't be too up to date on my chat because I have to like physically look down onto my phone and read chat, so I can't get too much done. Kobe always trash. Yes. 3600. Yes, 3600 is the new sweet spot for Ryzen 3000. However, yes, it is true. And if you haven't gotten 3200 megahertz RAM yet, then get 3600 because it's like $2 or $3 more. If you have a kit of 3200 megahertz RAM, that is fine because that is fast and it'll work with Ryzen fine. I have 3200 megahertz RAM and I have a Ryzen 3700X. So as far as that goes, it's good. AMD 20 Ryzen 5 2600X good for editing. Yes, it is 20 good for editing. However, what you need for editing is CPU or is cores and threads. Mostly cores, I think, because threads is more like I think like blend. Oh god, it's like rendering and shit like that. I could be wrong. I'm pretty sure though. As far as cores go, having literally if you get the 2700X, it costs about the same as a 3600. 3600 only has 6 cores, 2700 has 8 cores. Depending on your use case, if you're gaming, go for 3600. If you're editing, go for 2700X. It's a very good price to performance. So I believe that the 2600 is very good. So if you want to go for the 2600 or the 3600, then go for it. It's a very good chip. It's like 100 and it's like, oh, it's so cheap right now. I saw it was like 120 right now or something like that. Bro, that's insane. You should like get it. So if you can, go for it, but I would recommend the 2700X or 3700X if you can afford it. Okay, anyways, let's edit. I'm sorry. I'm pretty sure in this edit, I'm not editing to the vocals too much, and lately I have been editing to the vocals, so yeah. Could you link your pizza? Oh, I can, yeah, sure. Oh god. I need my second monitor. I'm sorry, bro. This sucks ass. Okay. Well, if y'all are down, I will totally see. I've become a PC nerd recently, So like, if you guys really want to, I would not be opposed of like, oh no, this is my revision. I should link this one here. So this is what I have currently. I don't need a private, fuck off, fuck off, fuck off. This is what I have currently. However, there's a couple things I haven't bought yet, such as these two SSDs, which I probably won't do anymore because what I'm working on is fine. But my plan is to have two NVMEs, put them together in this Asus Hyper M.2 PCIe thing. And what it'll do is I can have those two in and have them, oh, it's a song, and have them in RAID, and then I would edit off of that because it would be fucking fast. But I'm not doing that anymore because editing on an SSD, right, which I'm doing right now, is nice and fast enough already, so I'm totally fine with that. But this is my build. I'll put it in the chat so you guys can look at it, and it'll be great. I don't know if this allows you guys to edit it, which is gonna be annoying. So if you guys edit this, I'm gonna be pissed, but it's all good. There you go. You guys can look at it. Anyways, if you guys ever want to like do like some kind of stream where I talk about PC stuff, I'm totally down, bro. I've recommended tons of builds to people. Oh yeah, Australian dollars does upscale a lot, if I remember. Yeah, you're right. So it's kind of weird, but yeah, even then, bro, like 8 gigs of DDR4 is $50. That's fantastic, bro. 8 gigs of DDR4 in like 2 years ago used to be like $100 and upwards, bro. Like even USD, so like it's crazy. I'll catch up with the chat and then I'll get back to editing. I'm sorry. I want to talk with you guys. I'm sorry. After taking sociology, I know at least the education system is worse than what people think, and it's for dumb reasons. Yes. Okay, I will talk about the educational system in this stream. Fuck it, bro. I will do it. Do you give ops? I do not give ops. Sorry, brother. Wait, are you the same Gary? I don't know if you mentioned that. I don't know if you're butter or not, but it's whatever. I don't give ops. I have a thing. Hold on. I got this. Check this shit. Does this still exist? Hold on. Please tell me. Yes, it works. Okay, read that. All right. Okay. Oh, what's up, Henry? What's good, bro? What's good, Henry, bro? Wait for updates. You guys are talking amongst yourself. That's fine. Okay, Anuki, did I say I wanted to build my PC to be mainly gaming? Are you asking me or not? Because I don't remember. If it's gaming. Wait, did I recommend you a build? I recommend so many people builds, I forgot. Did I recommend you a build already, Roy? Because if you did, let me know, because I want to look back at it and make sure it's still good, because a lot of things have happened in the PC building type of things this year, or last year rather, so I'd like to go back and update it if possible. I don't remember what you said though. Because now I want it for like editing and Cinema 4D, because I've been making cute characters for my niece and nephew. Yes. Oh, okay, I see. Let me know. Okay. If it's in the DMs, I don't remember, but let me know and link me the part list and I'll look back into it on DM me that, okay? And I'll look back into it and I'll let you know. BRB, getting food. Eat your food. Get your food. I haven't eaten yet, so go, indulge. Man, I just hopped in and thought you were speaking a different language, bro. Hey. PC language. I've turned into such a PC nerd. I apologize. I'm so sorry. I don't know what happened, but I'm such a PC nerd now. I don't know like the sorry, I was very close to my mic for a second. I don't know like the super in-depth stuff when it comes to it, but I know a lot of surface knowledge. So I can help for a lot of things, especially when it comes to first-time building, recommending parts. I even recommended parts of people who have experience building, and you know, I've helped them as much as I can too. So I know my ways around, y'all. Let's bring this there, which should allow me to do that. Yeah, I've changed my editing style a lot, so hopefully I can replicate what it was in the past. What's the difference between a PC to play and one to edit? Yeah, so a lot of components will work differently depending on how you want to configure your rig. If you want it for editing, then there's a couple things that you should allocate your money towards. Like instead of spending your money in this part, such as like your graphics card or your drives situation, whatever it be, you could allocate your money somewhere else, and then vice versa for gaming and stuff like that. So as for gaming, there's a lot of things that you can save. To be honest, if you're building a gaming rig, it'll be a lot cheaper than an editing rig. And then also if you're building an editing rig, oftentimes it'll just be a beefier gaming rig. However, there are some things that if you were on a budget and you would choose a gaming versus an editing rig, those two can be different. They're similar in the sense that they can operate as both. However, there are some things that will benefit each respectively. So that's why I'd like, if you're working or thinking about building a computer, you should consult me so I can help out, because I love helping people. I do it my best. I'm not the best at responding to DMs because I'm often very busy doing editing, doing school, doing multiple things, right? However, I do my best to get to DMs, and I'll preface this now. If any of you have DM'd me and I haven't responded, there's a couple of reasons. One is that at the moment I saw it, but I was busy and I couldn't. So I don't like to reply to DMs if I'm busy and I can't respond and keep talking. If I don't want to just like you say hi and I say hi and then while since I'm busy, I can't just keep talking because that would be rude, right? So I just don't respond and then I forget to respond later. So that's my fault. So let me know that if that ever happens, and you can just DM me again. I never get annoyed if you DM me multiple times. I'd like to preface that. I will never be annoyed by that, so don't worry. Yes. Okay, but yes, let me know. Is there, it's either money spent on, yeah. Gaming is more about face. CPU frequency. Yes, I suppose so. In the sense that versus cores, yes, because you don't need 8 cores to game. You can use 8 cores to game, but it's not necessary. And then also you don't necessarily need hyper-threading, right? It all just depends on what you want to do, right? I was doing a personal to this but never. Oh, to this song? I don't know what you're talking about. Is it more worth it Ryzen or Intel for CPU? Ryzen. Fuck Intel. I hate Intel. They're pieces of shits. But if you have if you have the money to ball out, get Intel. Go ahead. They make fantastic chips, or CPUs, and fantastic products. If you're here for price to performance, get Ryzen, because Ryzen has reasonable prices, and they understand. You know, there's a couple things that are you know, not intuitive as far as like Intel versus Ryzen, such as like some games are more catered towards Intel. However, Ryzen is just the best, so yes. If you're here for a price to performance, then get Ryzen. If you just have the money to drop, then get Intel. Yeah, that's, yeah. Yeah, this song, when I first tweeted this out, it was bumping. Like I got some good that tweet it didn't miss, bro. It did not miss, but you know, it's been a while and now the song has kind of died down and you know, the hype is kind of not there anymore, but I want to finish this song because I want this to be, at first I was going to say my best edit, but at the moment I'm working on some very good, very strong potential edits. So I want this to be of my better edits, which is why you might not see this more often on stream because I want to spend my time on it. So we will see. Yes, money less. I guess, yes. I'll take another swig of Red Bull. Okay. If that's all, then y'all want me to kind of rant about school now? Or do you want me to not? Because I have a lot to say about it, but if you guys don't want me to, then that's okay. We can just keep this a very relaxed stream. Oh man, oh rant. What's up, Zen? Howdy do. All right. So, I've said this talk to a couple of other people, so if I've given you my lecture on the fact that this educational system sucks dick, then I'm probably just gonna reiterate what I said, so I apologize. There are some things that I might add that I didn't say before, or some things that changed, but they'll basically just be the same thing. So if I've already given you this lecture, then you know, I don't know, if you want to listen, you can, just whatever. It won't really change. However, hold on. I just broke off with a tip. I just broke off with it. I just broke off with it. Yeah, we'll do that, I guess. Yeah, okay, we'll do that. So as far as the educational system goes, so for context, I am currently a university student. For me, just high school, or a college rather, for the States. I know overseas it's university, and college is what our high school is. So for, you know, for contextual reasons, we'll just say I'm in university, right? Just to make life a little easier to understand. I dislike what the educational system is doing as far as university goes. As far as high school goes and all the way up to high school, it's fine. I think it's great. I think that amount of schooling is perfect. I don't know the pricing of public education, unfortunately, so take that with a grain of salt. But as someone who is paying for college out of his own pocket, you know, I can attest at least to the university part. So I hate what the educational system is doing. Last year, I kind of went into a mental breakdown, and you guys didn't see it because I don't get personal on my channel or on my Twitter or anything at all, because I don't think, even though Twitter is something to be personal about, I think it's something that shouldn't really be just broadcasted into Twitter unless it's like for a DM or some sort. That's just me though. You know, I think lashing out and getting all, you know, holy shit, getting all emotional and personal and stuff like that on Twitter is kind of too much, but you know, to each their own, I guess. But I did go into like kind of a breakdown. Oh, who followed? I gotta check this thing. Agent! It's Agent R. What is up? Not to be confused by Agent P. Thank you for following, bro. What would that be? That would be like, not Perry the Platypus. That would be Agent P. Also, vinyl. Yes, vinyl. Not to be confused by the record vinyls, but vinyl with like three L's. Yes, 3 L's. Public education. I think public education was free. I think there is a factor to it though. I'm pretty sure. Like you can't just you know, you can't be like homeless and then take your child to education to school or whatever. But you know, I don't know though. I'm not sure. I haven't paid or for public education. I don't know how that works. I'm not going to attest my opinion onto that. But for college, some people have asked me if it's worth it to go to college or university. Sorry, if I say college, I mean university. So I'm just putting that out there. For college, I strongly dislike the way that it's structured, in the fact that they make you seem that it's quote unquote worth it, right? You know, yes, it is very important to be in those, if you have a select major that you already know what you're doing, let's say video editing, for example, that's something that I'm getting into and that's what I'm going to school for. So let's say I'm taking university classes for that, right? I don't think it's very good to have to pay the 5 figures to be able to do so for something that I can already do by myself. I'm not saying I'm a fantastic editor at this moment. I'm not gonna say that because I'm not professional grade. I know that. I can edit the Call of Duty, right? But I know my way around the Adobe products, especially After Effects and Premiere Pro. Maybe not so much as Photoshop and those kind of things, but I do not necessarily have to take these classes in order for me to learn so much that I already know, or so much that I can already figure out because of my knowledge that I've given myself for free. Basically, I paid for a couple of things here and there, right? Obviously, but as far as like not compared to college, no, I have not paid that much, right? So I think college is great in the sense that, you know, you get to be in the field directly. You get to take classes with people who are in the same exact field of study as you, who have the same passions, who have the same career paths as you, and then you get to be with professors who are in the field or who have been in the field, are knowledgeable in the field, and you get to ask them and get feedback from them. You have people that you can shadow, you have people, you have assistants, you have guest speakers, you have all these resources that come to you, and it's fantastic. So far, my journey in this whole going to school for editing, it's kind of alright. The program that I'm taking at school isn't the best for it, just because it's not specifically for video editing, but rather a huge broad, a very broad program, right? So it has video editing, but also has game design. It also has web design, web coding, HTML, that type of junk. So it's very broad. But because it is broad, it gets to the point where I'm not even sure if, like, what is that? I just got an email. I don't know what that was. Okay, I don't know, we'll see. I'm not even sure if what I'm doing is so worth it. So in this day and age, do you guys remember? Okay, sorry I'm not reading the chat. I need to talk about this. I'll go back and read the chat if it's important. But yes, and do you guys remember the here in my garage just got my new Lamborghini? Remember that guy? So that guy, I didn't watch that whole ad because obviously that was a really corny and stupid ad. But after a while, I think it was last year, he came back. I saw him. He had another ad, and he was talking about how as an employer, he no longer looks for people based off their degree or their experience. They work off, or he tries to base off of employing people via their skill set, right? Which is how it should be in the first place, right? I feel like, oh man, I'm reading this good manga right now, but I won't get into it, but it's about the same exact idea, where there's so many people that have these vast skill sets and very specific points of skills, right? Of talents. There's so many talented people, but because they don't have a $10,000, $20,000 sheet of paper that says that they went to 6 years of school, they're no longer able to perform in a company, right, or in an organization, because they don't have that expensive fucking piece of paper. And that's just so dumb, right? Because I'm not calling myself talented. I will never do that, because that's just that's not even a humble brag. That's just, that'd be me like being like an arrogant asshole, right? But let's say that I think that I have some sort of talent, or at least some sort of potential to grow into someone talented. But I have to go through student loans and through my own pocket money to be able to prove that I'm able to, that I am talented, right? That's just not the way that things should work. Like, there's, if there's someone that's super talented in some sort of field, let's say they're like literally the best, let's say for nursing, for doctoring, right? Let's say they are the best surgeon in the world. They can be. They've been performing operations somehow. I don't know if it's probably illegal, but you know what I'm saying. They've been performing some sort of operation or some sort of way to enhance their skill set to a point where they are probably, if put together with other surgeons, the best surgeon that can save the most lives ever. But what if they only did 4 years of college? What if they didn't go to college? What if they only went to high school? That means that talent is now gone. Like he or she cannot get into any jobs. And obviously, you know, if you think about it, for being a doctor, right? You know, if you're a doctor, or if you're a patient, you want a doctor that has some sort of degree. So maybe my example for doctoring isn't the best idea, but it's for proof of example, right? So I'd like to I'm going to keep using that example. Obviously, it's exaggerated, but assume that this is for other places, for other things too. Maybe for cooking, maybe for video editing, maybe for whatever. So this extremely talented person is, you know, slipped right through the fingertips of being able to provide such talent with to society, right? It can be the greatest chef in the world. His food can be so good that it can make you fucking orgasm, right? But maybe he only did 2 years of college, so that automatically rules out him from everybody who's taken 4 years and 6 years and etc. Right? So I just don't like how that works. Also, continuing on, as far as being it worth it. If you want to spend $5,000, you know what? Or did I say $5,000? It's a little more than $5,000. If you want to spend that type of money, and you have that type of money, you go for it, because it has so many resources that you can accomplish, or that you have at your disposal to improve yourself so much. But is it worth 10, 20, upwards? No, it's not. I don't think so. Because what they also have you do is everything that you've done previously, getting up to college. You have to do 2 years of general arts anyways that you've been doing all the way up until high school, graduating anyways. So English, history, science, you have to do all that again for something that you're not even trying to do. Now, this is a different case as far as if you were an undecided major, right? You don't know anything yet. So you wanted to kind of experiment and try different classes. The problem with trying different classes in college, who followed? So 8916. Thank you for following. Not to be, it's crazy that there's 8,915 other so's, but it's great. What am I saying? Yeah, it's sure you can go to college and there's so many different classes that you can try out. Sure, right? But you have to pay for that class. You have to pay for that textbook. And if you don't, and you only have this couple weeks of window to drop out, so if there's no way that you can see if you really want to get into this major. See, the scary thing about going to college is that you switch majors. Like, switching majors is not something that's uncommon. People switch majors all the time, and that might not be something that's like, oh, that's not too bad, right? But it is something that's bad because you spent your money on that major that you're working on, and now you're changing it. So now you're taking more schooling, you're paying even more money, you're wasting even more time on something that you're just like, oh, I don't really want to do cooking anymore. I already dropped 4, 5, 6 grand on it. I guess I'll just change my major. No, you're not supposed to do that. That's something you do in high school, and that's something that should be done in high school because that's something that you, well, as you guys have said, it's free, right? It's paid for taxes or by tax and education or whatever the hell that is. You have that opportunity and you have 4 years to do so. The problem is, while we're in high school, we're immature and, we don't really know a lot about adulting, and we don't realize that, those 4 years of high school is probably the most important years of our lives, more important than elementary school, preschool, middle school, and college combined. High school, arguably, by the way, who followed? Alves, hello, friend. I'm currently talking about the educational system, so feel free to butt in. I might not talk about talk in chat too much, so keep that in mind. I'm just ranting. Let me drink some Red Bull and I continue. High school is, in my opinion, the most important thing that you'll ever experience in your entire life. More than, like I said, all the different types of school combined, college, middle school, preschool, elementary school, all that combined, probably more important than your wedding, your funeral. It's so important because of what high school teaches you, and what it teaches you is, it's critical thinking. Right, and now I'm sounding like a teacher, right? Oh, yeah, I'm sounding like an old man, but I want to get my point across because as someone who is currently experiencing a crisis right now, I want to make sure that anyone who might be in high school understands that they need to not take for granted what their high school years are. Do well in high school, because I didn't do well in high school, unfortunately. So I did it. Obviously, I did enough to graduate, and that says how easy it is to graduate high school. But because it's that easy to graduate in high school compared to college, compared to the workforce and all that, it's something that you should really stretch your arms and legs and try different things. You have electives. Obviously, you still have to take your English and your histories and your science. That's unavoidable. But you have electives, and so instead of taking classes that you want to take, maybe you take different classes, right? You take different classes on, like, you take you want to be a chef, but you take classes on physical education, or you take classes on video editing, game design, web development. They have obviously not as much classes as college, but they do have a lot of exploration classes that you can take, right? Which is very important. And you have a whole 4 years to do so, all full of different amount of electives, depending on how much or how you decide to allocate them. Having to do that in college is just unreasonable because you have to spend money to do so. And I don't know. The fact that you have to do all of that and still do general arts and stuff like that, still take classes that you don't want to take that is not related to your major in college still, is blasphemy, right? Like you're basically just shoveling. They're just racking in all that dough and all that student loans, and then you know anyone who's experienced student loans understands that it is not something you want to get into because that thing just piles and piles up, and it does not look pretty. I know almost as much as probably like. This is not me flexing again. I do not want to say this because it's not true, but I know so much to the point where I can probably rival a couple of people that are in the industry at the moment with my knowledge. And that's just me learning from YouTube tutorials and me exploring After Effects and video editing as a whole by myself. Like, there's so many YouTube videos, right? There's YouTube tutorials nowadays. There's online courses you can take that cost less than the university courses, and you can learn so much from them. Obviously, not as dense and not as much as a university course, but you can learn enough to that you can explore yourself and be able to learn that much, right? So, as far as being able to, being able to, like, you know, really stretch your arms and legs out to a degree that you want to take, you have to sit there and think, is it worth spending all that money to do so? If college and all that educational system bullshit was not as expensive, then maybe, yes. Maybe it is, maybe it'll be a great idea for a lot of people. But there's so many people that are this talented but cannot afford college and schooling, right? Because it's expensive. And those people, you know, they're not able to, unfortunately, even if they did well in high school or whatever, right? Maybe they got a couple scholarships, right? But now, just because they got a couple scholarships, right, that doesn't save them, unless they got some full ride or some shit, but that doesn't save them from being captured into student loans and stuff like that. And sorry, I need to collect my thoughts for a sec. I need to breathe. I need to drink some water. My headache is killing me. So last year, I ended up dropping 3 out of my 4 classes. 1 I dropped, 2 I withdrew, so which means that you know, I wasn't able to get refunded for 2 of them, and I have a W on my transcript, which looks really bad, right? But that was a choice I decided to make because I was just not enjoying my time, right? Those 2 classes, I was just every day I was. Well, there was a couple personal reasons too. There was some things happening in the background. I'm not going to go into it because it's personal. No one wants me to be personal and shit like that. Nobody wants to hear that, so I'm not going to say it. But there was some things that were going on, you know, for me in my life, and I wasn't able to attend very much, and I wasn't able to stay focused. So I decided to make the executive decision to drop out of those classes. And then I had 1 class that I stayed because it was only once a week and it wasn't that bad, so I kept going with that class. But am I even still talking to anybody? I'm talking to a couple people. Okay, I'm talking with a couple people. That's good then. This day and age, I just don't think that you should. If you yourself trust in your heart that you don't need to take schooling, then don't do it, because schooling isn't something that's permanent. Going to college will always be there for you. I mean, you see all the time if you go to college, there's people of different ages. Like, there's some older people, there's some younger people. You know, whether they're going slow or whatever, whether they're coming back to college because they dropped out, like, that's just a sign that you can come back to college at any point in time. But if you have an opportunity, you're sitting here and you have the availability to explore something that you love, and maybe potentially even get into the field, but you don't have to go through a full thing of schooling, then do it. I think you should do it. Let's say you get accepted to phase, right? You get accepted to phase under a contract in which would set you for life. This is an exaggeration. I don't know how phase contracts, well, I do know how they work, but I'm not going to say that. You know, let's say that that exists. You get some sort of thing, and you can join phase or some sort of organization, and you'll be set. But you haven't finished schooling yet. Do you decline and then keep going to school. No, you don't do that. Why would you decline that offer? No, you take that job offer and you continue, because you can go back to school if you really need to. But you can't get that opportunity again, ever. Maybe if you work hard, you might. The likelihood of you getting an opportunity like that again is so slim, and it goes to the whole YOLO aspect in life, right? I'll keep editing in a second, but I need to use my hand gestures and yell a little bit. YOLO, right? The dumbest shit that ever has spawned in the year of fucking 2012. YOLO, but it means so much than just YOLO. It means you only live once. Your life is, we have a finite amount of time here on Earth, and I feel like you have to trust your gut in what you think you should do, not what you, yes, what you want to do. Sometimes what you want to do is what you need to do, but not, as long as you're not going by what you're expected to do. Now, let me put some context into this, alright? So I work minimum wage also, aside from this. I don't really make money from this anymore because I choose not to. I can if I wanted to, but I decide not to because it's too much time and effort. But I work minimum wage at a part-time job, right? And I work at a bubble tea store at a mall, so it gets very busy. So because it gets busy, sometimes I get a little agitated, right? Now, the mall closes at 9 o'clock typically, right? So the entire mall closes. The theater is still open because it's a theater, right? Sometimes showings goes past 9 o'clock. When it's 9 o'clock, we're closed, right? I feel like that's a given, right? So tell me why the same people that tell you that you can't make it anywhere without a degree, you can't do anything in life without taking 4 to 6 years of college, maybe 2 to get your associates. You have to go to college in order to make it somewhere in life. Tell me why they come after 9 o'clock when we're closed and ask if we're still open, when everywhere in the mall, lights are off, cages are down. They're like, hey, are y'all still open? No, we're not open. Our lights are closed and we're cleaning up. Those same people say you cannot make it anywhere without going for 4 to 6 years of college. You cannot do anything like that without, there's no way you can live without that. Those people show up to a closed store in a closed mall and ask for service. No, those people are dipshits, all right? I'm sorry if my employer at the moment sees this, but it's true. Like, the customer's always right. Anybody who's worked with me knows that I treat customers fairly and respectfully. I respect their patronage coming here, giving the company money, and we service them, right? And we do our best, and I do my best to please every customer as possible. I'm very polite. I don't ever get angry at customers. I might get a little pissed off because, maybe they're being a little unreasonable, but I can't admit that because the customer is always right. But I'm very professional, although I hate being professional. That'll be a topic for another stream maybe. But I try to stay respectful, right? Responsible. If something goes wrong, I step up and try and make sure that things are right. So with me giving such customer service, the fact that these people are just unable to understand that a closed store will not service you, and why they'll give Yelp reviews on, oh, this store did not service me. Well, no shit, Karen, we're closed. I'm sorry. Please go back home. Your son is crying at the moment because he misses his dad, but you decided to divorce because he didn't treat you well enough. Come on. I need you to understand that. Hello, everyone. Sorry if you're coming in at the moment. I'm in a heated discussion about schooling and the educational system. So just sit back and relax and listen to me scream while I don't edit. Well, I say I'm editing, but I'm not editing. Those same people are, they have a family, and they have a somewhat stable job, enough to have a family, enough to come and order bubble tea, enough to be able to drive to the mall to get bubble tea, enough to have some sort of housing. Those same people, sure, they're able to make it in life, but those same people show up to a store that's closed and ask for service. If they can do that, then I feel like I can make it in life without a degree. without having to spend 10 to 20 to 30 thousands of dollars on something that I can learn myself for free, or for a for not even a fraction, a decimal of the price. Make webcam bigger. I'll think about that later. What's the topic? The topic is educational system, hence the title of the stream. By the way, welcome back, bro. It's been a while. I know it's been a long time since I streamed. Thank you for coming back, bro. But what was I saying? The fact that, you know, I just don't think that college is worth it. That very long rant as I've been going on about, to sum it all up, college is not worth it. If you have the money and the power to go to college, then do it. If you have the ability in the academics to take scholarships and full ride college, then do it. Because the resources you obtain is unbelievable, right? And you can learn so much in your field, and you can get so ahead than other people. But not so ahead to the point where you can surpass someone who isn't going to college, who isn't doing proper schooling for their major. Because in this day and age, you can get by with YouTube tutorials, you can get by with self-exploration, you can get by with contacting people in the field and asking them for feedback. You can get by through support groups, with talking to people that are in your career path as well. You know, outsource yourself. I don't think that's right. Network yourself. That's what I'm looking for. We have Twitter. We have LinkedIn. We have Facebook, right? We have, excuse me, sorry. We have so many ways to communicate with people in the field that we'd like to work with, that we no longer have to spend, what is it? 5 figures? 5 figures to do so. And we have so many different opportunities, especially in this gaming community, where, as everybody has witnessed, there has been people, not just editors, but content creators, designers. They've made it, right? They're able to do what they love. Maybe they went to college or not, but they're able to do what they love, make maybe not a fortune, but enough to be able to continue doing what they love without worrying too much. Obviously, they'll have worries, and they probably won't talk about it, or they'll talk about it all the time. There's no gray area in between. But if someone tells me, who was born in the year 1960 that that I have to get a degree to make it in life, then no, I'm gonna metaphorically slap them in the face, because that's not true anymore. There's so many people making it in the world, contributing to society without being able to, or without needing proper schooling. Maybe they've taken a couple classes here and there, right? They've taken a couple classes, maybe in high school. Maybe they went to Skillshare or something like that, right? The sponsor that you see in every single informational YouTube video. Skillshare is the website that lets you access so many lessons. You know how much Skillshare costs? I don't. Let's look it up really quick. Skillshare. Yes, let's do this together. Skillshare. Team plans. There's a team plan. Start now. How much does it cost? Do I have to sign up? Okay, I don't have to sign up. How much does Skillshare cost? Does anyone know? 7? Is it 7? $7? Like $7 a month? Or you get 2 months for free, but I want to know how much the team or the plan costs. Do you guys know how much Skillshare costs? Let's say $7. Okay? Let's say 10. Let's round it up to 10. $10 a month. Or you can pay $10,000 a semester. Pick your poison. Pick your poison, bro. Tell me which one is worth it. I need you to let me know. Would you rather do that? Or would you pay $10 a month or $10,000 a semester? Or you can go on YouTube. Oh my god, my typing. I'm sorry. I'm heated right now. My hands are shaking. I'm sick. I'm sorry. Or you can go on YouTube and go to cooking. Steak culinary tutorial. Free! It's free! You can do it for free! In 4K! And there's Gordon Ramsay! And it's free! Okay. Yes, that's how I learned editing. You know how I learned editing? What's up, guys? Baker here, back with another tutorial. Today we're going to be learning about Twixtor syncing. So if you go into the description, you'll find a free download that I've linked for you guys. Do not worry. And this it's a preset for Twixtor Pro. It's called Distrum. So what Distrum is that you'll learn, or you'll be able to. You'll be able to have a very nice warp that most editors at this time, 2012, that most editors in this time use, and it's a very clean thing. I've provided it in the description for free, so do not worry. Or another place, it's only like $3. Please support the person who made the preset because it's very nice. $3! $3! It costs $3 for Distrum. Baker tutorials are free! Where did YouTube go? Baker AfterFX tutorials. Smooth transitions! It's free! They're all free! You can spend nothing and understand and learn how to do After Effects. You can buy After Effects for free! 2020, how to download it for free. You should not do that though. I pay for mine. I pay for the full suite. It's free. You know how much college costs? $10,000 a year. You know what you get at college? You go to culinary school. And you meet with chefs in the industry, and you pay $10,000. You can go on YouTube and search up Gordon Ramsay tutorials. He has a YouTube channel. How to master 5 basic cooking skills. It's free. It's free! You can pay for YouTube Red for like $12.99 a month, and you get YouTube Red cooking tutorials from professionals, and you can watch networking in which has cooking in it, and you can learn to be a chef. And it doesn't cost $10,000 a year. Now, are you going to be the best chef in the world? No, you're not. You're not going to be the best chef in the world. Are you going to be Gordon Ramsay? No, you're not. Can you have the skill set to be able to work at a restaurant? Yes. Yes, you will be able to. Maybe not the best restaurant right at the start. Maybe you start at a lower restaurant. You build up your I don't know if chefs have portfolios or not, but you build up your resume or whatever the hell. And you're like, oh, I worked in here. I have experience in Japanese cooking, in American cooking, Western cooking, Chinese cooking, Indonesian cooking, Syria cooking, Ethiopia cooking. They don't have cooking. Anything. Yes, you can't go into college thinking you'll get a job. No, you cannot. They can say that. That's just a marketing scheme. A very good one. Because you know how much dough colleges rack? A lot. And they still cannot allow free parking because you have to pay for a parking pass. What? Come on, son! Really? Parking pass? You gotta pay. You gotta drop even more money to park in the institution that you're paying $10,000-$20,000 to. You got a free ride. Then that's good. You get a free ride. You take advantage of that free ride because those are great. That means you deserve to be in schooling, and you deserve to have these resources to you. Not for $10,000. You don't. It's free. Look at this. How to finally chop an onion. Come on, son. 1080p video with closed captions. It's free. 10 incredibly useful cooking tips. It's free. It's free, bro. It costs nothing to do this. Skillshare costs maybe $10 a month to do. Baker tutorials, Corixia tutorials, which is what I personally learned. Old Red Zant tutorials, or Obey Zant, or Myth Zant tutorials. I think Unchained used to have a tutorial, but you had to pay for it. They're free! I have tutorials too! I do too! I've done it too! It's free! You don't have to pay anything! Or you could spend money, $10,000 of money, to do the same thing. Pick your poison. Yes, it's free. Somebody clip every time I've said it's free, and I'll make a video on it. If someone downloads the stream and gets every single time I yelled it's free, then I will tweet it out and I will upload it to my YouTube channel. Okay. Anyways, that's all I really want to say about this. I'm sweating right now because I'm wearing a sweatshirt and a hoodie because I was cold, but I'm a little better now, but I still have a little bit of a headache. I'm just toughing it out. You actually pay for the certificate. Yeah, you pay for a $10,000 piece of paper that says you've gone through 4 years of schooling, 2 of which had nothing to do with your major. 1 year to learn how to cite in MLA format in Chicago 10th edition, and then another year to learn why to learn why to learn what andesite rocks look like. Thank God, my knowledge of andesite rocks versus versus granite can help me in my video editing conquest. Yes, thank God. Thank you. I'm so glad that I spent $1,000 to do that. Yes, you need experience for this job. Yes, I understand that. That's why this educational system, that's why this place is corrupt. That's why you're never going to find anything until we get rid of this system. I'm not saying that we should get rid of the system. I'm saying we should edit it. I'm saying we should revamp it. I'm saying we should make it more reasonable. Yeah, what's the reason you're in college? The reason why I'm in college is because my parents want me to. That is the reason I'm in college. That's the reason why I'm spending out of my own pocket. That's the reason why I'm under student loans, why I've lost a couple scholarships because I've dropped out of classes I didn't want to take. The reason why I am driving all the way to, was not very far, because I live at home and I have the campus university that I'm in is very nearby. I'm there because my parents want me to go. Because my parents think that I have to get a degree in order to make it in life. Right? And obviously, I understand that they are not subject to decide what I want to do. I'm not obligated to live by them, but or to follow their expectations. However, what I do owe them is the fact that they've raised me for 18 years under their roof, under their payment. They bought me a car. They're paying for my. I have food on my table every day. And I'm able to sit here and record all of this and be with you here today because they were able to do that for me for 19 years, almost 20 years, right? So there's 2 things I'm stuck on at the moment. So now I'm going to get personal. One is that I'm currently sitting here shackled by expectations. Not necessarily expectations, but 2, paying back what I've been blessed to have. Paying back what a lot of people are unfortunate to not have. Housing, public education, food, a car, or some sort of transportation, a roof, I guess that's the same thing as housing, a bed, that's the same thing as housing, a computer, even though I paid for it. I'm here in this room and I'm able to live here because I have money to be able to not have to shell out for a room, for plumbing, for food. I'm able to take more money into my computer, into my monitor, into my keyboard, into my lighting, which is not that good, to my headphones that are kind of more expensive than I wanted to, but they sound great. I'm able to do that because I'm blessed with something that not a lot of people have. So the least I can do is go to school like they want me to, right? That's the least I can do. But now I'm in a pickle. Sorry to use the pickle in a serious conversation, but I'm in a pickle. And it's whether I want to please them or if I want to be happy myself. Because I am not happy in school. I'll say that right here, right now. On record. On stream. I'll mute the music so you guys understand. I'm not happy in school. I dread school every day. I dislike driving to school. I dislike going to school. The only thing I love about school is that is that the professors are nice, and I've met a handful of friends from college, and I talk with them periodically. There is a grand piano in one of the lecture halls, and I go there every day in school, and I always play it because it's so fun. And experiencing a grand piano versus an electric piano or a digital piano is something that is mind-blowing. The atmosphere changes completely. Everything about it is fantastic. I love going to spending my in-between class times in that room and just playing the grand piano. Sometimes people come in and listen. Sometimes we have this unofficial piano club where there's a lot of people that play the grand piano, and then we talk about music theory and music in general, classical music, different types of music. We have a blast and it's fun. I've met so much people, and the communication in which that you're able to meet all these different people that you never would have been able to meet had you never gone to college, right? Because if you go to high school, you only meet the people that are in that high school, in your area. In college, you meet people in your area. You meet people that fly from another place, from East Coast to West Coast, from West Coast to East Coast. You have people that travel super long distances to make it to school every day. You meet so much different people that the communication part of and the socializing and networking part is very important, and it's something that I could never be able, or I can even ever think to have versus somewhere else. Now, in my years of editing Call of Duty, I came to this point where I am with 0 connections. In my opinion. I don't want to say this because I hate saying it, but when I joined Red, I didn't have any connections up until the point where I actually joined Red. When I made my first upload onto Red, I knew nobody. I didn't know anybody from SOAR, Obey. Well, I knew people that were in there, but only because we were in a smaller team and then they joined SOAR, right? I didn't know anybody. I didn't know anybody in Red. I didn't know anybody in anywhere. But I was able to still prove myself and show that even though I'm this little guy who watches a lot of anime, that even though I was able to, I'm just some weeb that edits to rap music, I still made it to where I was able to make it so far. I made it to Red, which was my dream team, and it was my dream team, and it is my dream team. And I made it there, and the things went unfortunate. It failed. Everyone left. I left too. I joined back for Redemption. If you remember the hashtag Redemption, that was a great time. That was like literally the best time I've ever had doing this. And I miss everyone in that team. We still talk every now and then. We still have our old chat, and we banter every now and then. But I miss grinding in that team. I miss doing work for a corporation. I miss, well, not specifically for a corporation, but I miss, just having fun and being in a team that I can call a family. And while there are same things everywhere else, Red is always just Red. I don't know if anybody can replace Red. At least I haven't found it yet. Which is why I'm just an Ion. I'm not technically, I'm in Ion, but I don't associate myself with Ion very much. I'm just kind of there. I don't talk with anyone really. Anyone who's in Ion with me knows I don't really talk with anybody. I talk with Sean and Tucker, and that's it. A little bit with Murphy now because he's the lead. I speak in the editor's chat a little bit just for banter, just for fun. But for business stuff, for editing, for grinding for teams, for all that stuff, I'm no longer a part of it. Not anymore, really. I made a joke saying I'm out of retirement for Iron Camps, which will come, I think, this weekend. But no, I'm still kind of not in it with it. I'm not really in it anymore. I'm just kind of chilling. It's unfortunate, but I mean, I would love to join, Soar and Obey and maybe Dare and those teams and be a part of some sort of organization and have the ability to do what I love, whether I be being paid or not. I would prefer if I was paid, as anybody would, right? So that way I have a reason to continue doing so. But even if I wasn't getting paid, I'd like to be in a team where even if I wasn't getting paid, I wouldn't mind too much, because the atmosphere and the ability to be around people that love what they're doing, some of which have made it and are able to afford their own house, their own apartment, their own room, their own space, their own food, their own heat, their own water. Like, that's the kind of place I want to be in. And that's what Anaheim was, right? Let me turn on the music before this gets too personal. No, not Mill. You guys didn't see that. And when I went to Anaheim last year, it was probably the greatest time I've ever had. I went to Anaheim, and I didn't go for too long because it was right before Father's Day, and for my family, our Father's Day is very special to us, so there's no way I'm missing Father's Day for family reasons. So it was right before I came to Anaheim for only 2 days, unfortunately, which just sucks, but it is what it is. But for those 2 days, being surrounded by all these people from different teams, different organizations, or even people just coming by and not in a team, they all have this mindset of wanting to accomplish their dreams. They want to get to a point, or they either want to or are already at a point where they can do what they love and they don't have to worry about it, right? They don't have to, like I said before, they have their worries, and they have the worries, and they either don't talk about it at all on Twitter, or they say everything about it on Twitter for clout, right? But being there, I went to a couple parties in Anaheim, right? I don't know how I got invited to them. I went to the RB mansion somehow. I don't know how I got there, and a Soar party, which I also don't know how the fuck I got there, but I got there. And at those parties, there were people, I remember specifically, it was some at the RB place too, but I remember this one specifically. At Soar, I was outside, I was snapping my friends or whatever, and then they were just chilling. There was a couple guys chilling in the back, and they were game planning. They were talking about how they want their team to rise up next year, right? What they can do, what people they can recruit, who they got to pay, who they got to pay for revamps, for editors, for resources. How should they get into the scene? What they're gonna do? They want to make it. Everyone in Anaheim, everyone at this event, at these parties, they have a goal and they want to achieve that goal. And knowing that, and seeing my friends be able to succeed, and seeing my friends be able to make this goal closer and closer than ever. It makes me, it strikes this feeling in my heart that makes me wonder if this is what I want to do. I am blessed with the opportunity, or I am blessed with the fact that I have a following, somewhat. It's not very big, but I love every single one of you. I love whenever you guys interact with my tweets, whenever you guys show up to my streams back when I used to stream a lot more, whenever I uploaded an edit back when I used to upload edits weekly. There was all the love and support, and everyone, they look forward to my editing chats, streams. They look forward to my edits. They look forward to my tweets, and that made me really happy. And that's a happy that I've never felt ever. And it's a happy that I want to feel again somehow. And I have the opportunity to do so right now, but I'm shackled. I'm shackled by expectations at the moment. So now I need to sit here and fight. I need to sit here and fight for what I want to do. If I'm strong enough to be able to break the expectations. If I'm able to do what I love. And if I'm able to keep the following that I've developed over the 5 years I've been doing this. I think almost 6. No, I think it's no. I think it's 4 technically. No, actually, no. I think it's even more. I think I started either in I think it started 2015, so 5 years. In the 5 years that I've been doing this, I've developed a name for myself. I've developed a following, both of COD, both of higher ups, or both of COD, both of anime, and also of higher ups, of organization people, of actual leading roles, of people of actual CEO roles and stuff like that. I've managed to develop these relationships. I have the ability to make my dream come true, right? I just have to work hard at it. But I'm forced to work hard at other things. I'm forced to work hard at school, which I am not happy on. Or I'm not happy being in. So, do I drop out? I don't know. Because dropping out is 2 things. One, dropping out is something that makes you look bad. Because that's how society was built on, right? But another thing, dropping out means that everything that I've accounted for, all of this pain and stress, mental stress, physical stress, emotional stress that I've dealt because of school, can be all averted. And instead of stress, it will be effort, and that effort will be put into my dreams. It will be put into something that I want to do. Something that I know will take a long time to do. Something I know that I can do if I sit here and work hard at it. But I can't do it yet. Because, I don't know, maybe I'm a hypocrite for telling you all that that you should follow your dreams and not let expectations shackle you when they're shackling me. Maybe I'm just speaking out of my ass. Like, why should we believe you, Anuki? Aren't you currently living off of expectations too? I'm living off of expectations because it's so bad that I don't want anybody to I don't want anybody to have to deal with it too. I don't want anybody to deal with the current dilemma in my life that I'm going through right now. I don't want my friends, I don't want my friends IRL, my friends on Twitter, my friends on YouTube, my friends in the organizations and in businesses. I don't want my following. I don't want my family. I don't want anybody to I don't want my enemies. I don't have any enemies. At least I try not to. If anybody hates me, that's okay. You know, to each their own. But I don't hate anybody. But if they want to, I don't want them to feel or go through anything that I'm going through right now. And that, I don't mean that in the sense that I'm going through something terrible and more terrible than anybody can ever go through, because that's not true. I'm still blessed with food, a roof, and everything. I'm blessed with a family that loves me and I love them. I'm blessed with friends that I love and they love me back. I'm blessed with people that I can talk about my feelings with, and I'm blessed to be able to listen to them and them to trust me with their feelings. I'm blessed to be in the position that I am. And I'm never going to take account for how others are feeling. That was worded poorly. I'm never going to take for granted of how harsh that other people's lives are, because I wouldn't know. I'm not a part of that. However, everyone has their own problems. Some bigger than others, some smaller than others. This is my problem. This is my issue. And it's something I have to deal with. It is something that I have to figure out. And it's something I've never spoken with about. This is the first time I've actually opened up. Because usually these streams go a lot differently. Sometimes it's usually me. It was earlier when I was screaming, "It's free!" Right? It was that. Those are my streams. But I just wanted to let y'all know that right now I am in a very poor position in my life where I want to do what I love, but I can't. Well, I can. But I'm not sure if I'm strong enough to do so. Let's watch this RAM preview. Watch this be shit after all that. Oh man.
Don't just say it.
Oh, I should mute the music. Yeah.
Don't just say.
Oh, I'll full screen a little bit.
just say it done, you gotta show me. She gotta bring the clip back empty. You asked to see the ball, so they sent me, dawg. I just broke her off with a tip. Don't just say it.
That look alright? I think it looked. I mean, it's a little choppy in some parts, but it's BO4 though. BO4 is just meant to be choppy. Like I'm singing it exactly as I would a BO3 edit or anything. I've tried. Would it be easier to do it with another person? Well, I'm not going to subject myself to do it, to force my problems onto someone else, even if they have their own problems. I'm not going to subject myself to make them drop out with me, because that would be stupid. I wouldn't ever do that. If they want to drop out, I would let them drop out, but I would never drop out with someone, force someone to drop out with me, or have me drop out to help them drop out. And that's not because I'm selfish. That's not because I don't care about their feelings. It's because I don't want any of my influence to impact something that's so serious. I want my influence to help in the fact that they reach their decision, but I don't want my influence to choose their decision. You know, as in just branching off to do your own thing along with someone else. I don't know. How do you full screen? You hit the tilde button on the, or the squiggly line button? The squiggly line button. You press it on whatever you want to full screen. So if I move my mouse over the audio, I'll full screen that one. Over this, I'll full screen that one. Over the timeline, I'll full screen that one. Yes. Cock. Wait, what about cock? The cock back? Okay, sorry, I just saw cock. The left position thingy was weird. What left position? Oh, there's no motion tile, by the way, so there's gonna be, hold on. It's somewhere. Hold on, where is it? Yeah, right there. This black thingy. I don't know if that's what you mean, but I don't have motion tile yet. I do that after. I just make sure the sync is fine, or the shake and everything is fine first. Wait, I'm gonna watch it again.
Don't just say it done, you gotta show me. She gotta bring the clip back empty. You asked to see the ball, so they sent me, dawg. I just broke her off with a tip. Don't just say it.
I'm gonna go. Yeah. I'm gonna go and fix a couple of the sinks. But yes, essentially this, or something like that. Fix a curve for which one? Which shot? I'll replay it again if it helps. Tempies, dog. Position. I haven't edited position. I've done shake, so I'm not sure about position, my dog. With the motion tile, I don't have motion tile. I just said I didn't. I just said I don't apply it yet. I apply it afterwards. I know you do. Wait, I'm confused. What position? I don't have position. I'm sorry, brother. How do I do this? Okay. And then there was another one that was too quick. Just a shake on the point you said you needed. Is it? Well, to be fair, my shaking this edit is very strong. Unless I forgot. I think when I motion tile it won't be too bad. Do not worry. What do you use for shake? Yours always looks different. I use s_shake, and for every edit, I change the settings differently. So it's never the same settings. They're the same. The settings are kind of similar. Let me stop back to you. You're good, bro. It's all good. Dude, I sweat. You're chilling. I appreciate. Oh, excuse me. I appreciate. Segues are weird. After all that emotional shit, we're back to this. It's all good. I prefer it to be like this. I don't want to get too emotional. Do you guys want me to put this on YouTube or not? I don't know. We'll see. I wasn't sure if I was gonna put this on my YouTube or not, because I don't know. You stay in dorms? I do not. I'm at my parents' house at the moment because we live very near to my campus. Oh no, where was it? Oh, it was here. There we go. The scope bag just came out a little quick. Also, the sync should be a little snappier. I forget that this edit is a little, the sync is a little bouncy. And uses a lot of warp. Yeah. I don't like warping as much. I try to avoid it, but this edit calls for it. And these clips aren't the greatest quality. So, you know. Use Shadowplay? I do use Shadowplay for my sins, yes. Also, I have a 4K monitor, so I record all my sins in 4K. That's a cheat for y'all. Because if you ever worked with 4K footage, or if anybody's worked with 4K footage, you guys know that working with 4K, even on a 1080p comp, is very fun, or very nice, because you have all the space to scale and position and not lose quality past 1080p. It's great, you know. So I'm able to force FOV and stuff like that. So, you know, it's fun. It's a good time. Put it on YouTube. Okay, I'll put it on YouTube. How long have I been live for? An hour? An hour and 40 minutes. It's great, but when you have 8 gigs of RAM. Bro, you missed it, bro. We were talking about RAM earlier. RAM prices are so low nowadays, bro. Like, you should indulge in the 16 gigs or 8 gigs. Well, you have 8 gigs, but, you know, if you're just editing, it's fine. Although, albeit RAM doesn't affect your frame rate. It might a little bit, but as far as like overall gameplay, if you have like, you know, you'll benefit from gameplay more with a CPU and a GPU, more GPU than CPU. Well, CPU still counts for it too, because you can bottleneck depending, but you know, depending on which one you get. Those two components will factor in more frame rate. Although, as long as you're running your RAM in dual channel rank, in dual rank, or no, single. Oh, which one? Single rank was when it's just one to. Oh god, I forgot. Okay, whatever. But when you're running a dual channel, even a 2x4 kit will run basically the same as a 2x8 kit. So 8 gigabytes versus 16 gigabytes. It'll run basically the same way. You just can't open as much things at the same time. Right? Well, that's a given, you know, just thought I'd school y'all. I have 12. I don't know why you have 12. That's just a very odd number. So that means you have an 8? Or like a... Or do you have 3 4 gig kits? That's so odd. Why would you do that? Why would you do that to yourself? RAM is cheap now. It is very cheap, bro. Bro, good night, Eki. I love you, bro. Thank you. You were literally my favorite designer. I'm serious when I say that. I love you so much. Whatever you decide to do in life, if you want to keep designing, you keep designing. If you want to take a, if it's tolling on you, then take a break. Think about your well-being, brother, and keep on loving WWE and shit. My cousins love WWE, so you know, I don't know a lot about it, but it's all good because it's what you love, and I'm not gonna jock anybody who loves things unless it's NTR or Ugly Bastard. Those people can leave. Oh, and also rape. That's not good. You shouldn't do that. You shouldn't be into that. That's a little too much. Can I say rape on Twitch? Well, I did, so it's too late. Yeah, the Twitch cops will get me at some point, but it's okay. What GPU do you suggest at least to record in 1440? So let's see. 1440p, if you're recording sins, all you need to do is record in 60 FPS. Because if you're recording sins, you're running very slow. Unless you're like me. If you're like me, my sins actually move very fast. And that's just the way I record sins. That's not traditional, so don't do that unless you know what you're doing. But usually you have very slow camera movements, right? So that means you can get away with 60 FPS, and then because it's so slow, it basically forces like a, if you were to put it at full speed, quote unquote, it would be like it'll be like 200 or 300 frames, right? So you have a lot of space, right? Did I say 2K? I'm not sure what I said. 1070 Ti. Yeah, 1070 Ti is very good. If you have that card, I don't recommend it in the sense that it's not new. So, you're able to, I keep getting this email from my college, but it's probably not important. If you know, I don't recommend it just because it's not new, and because it's not new, you're not very subject. You still get updates and driver updates, I think. However, you don't have, you know, the latest NVENC encoders, which I'm using right now too, because I have a 2080 at the moment. Because unfortunately, I got the 2080 a week before the 2070 Super dropped. And to those who are not aware, the 2070 Super is a 2080, except like $100 cheaper. So you know, I got schooled, unfortunately, but it's all good. It'd be what it be. I think it's even cheaper actually, but whatever. It's all it is what it is. But I have a 2080 right now, which I'm able to pull 4K at 60 FPS, if that helps. Max settings on Modern Warfare at least. So for a 2070 Ti or 1070 Ti, you will do very fine. It's probably, if you buy it in the used market and you go to eBay and get a 1070 Ti, it'll do wonders. It'll be great. I've heard things that sometimes power supplies kind of dislike the 2070 Ti. I've heard that. I haven't experienced it, obviously, because I don't have a 1070. I've never used one before, but I have friends who use 1070s and 1070 Ti's. But I've read and heard that there are a couple things that kind of hiss. Not hiss. Well, yes, there might be a hissing sound. There's just some power supply issues, maybe some MOBO issues, just because it is an older card. But as long as you have like a somewhat recent card, like a B450 even, or a Z370, I think, or a Z390 probably will work. You'll be fine. It's still PCIe time by 16 lanes or whatever the hell it is, so you're fine. Oh, I don't mean by watts. I mean like the make, the actual power supply make. But that's more on the power supply side and not your GPU side. Just understand and read up and make sure everything is fine. Yeah. But if you go on eBay and get a 1070 Ti, bro, you're solid. You're set. They're so cheap now. They're like $200. They're like $200 to $300. And right now, although you should think about this at the moment though, there is the new cards that just dropped, the 5600, the RX 5700X or 5600 XT rather, right? I think that's what it was. Yeah, that's a very good card, but more for 1080p. Because when you're recording for Sins for 1440p, you don't need that much to drive, right? Yeah, the 5600 XT. You don't need that much to drive for 1440. Maybe like I think no, not the 1660 Ti. I think at least a 2060 would serve you well. A 2060, because a 2060 is on paper a 1070 Ti. Although a 1070 Ti is cheaper on the used market. So pick your poison. I don't know if the 2060 has the new NVENC encoding, but if you don't stream, that's not that bad. You won't worry about it. But let me know. I'm not sure. If anybody has a 2060, let me know if you have it. Oh, I did get a 2060. My brother has a 2060. We actually got that. Yeah, the 2060 Super might. I don't know if the 2060 itself has the new NVENC encoder. If anybody has it, let me know. I can check soon because my brother, we just built a computer last night. His computer has a 2060 because, as y'all know, EVA dropped a 2060 that's $300, which is fantastic. That was like the greatest thing to ever happen. So we copped that shit immediately because he was gonna get a 1660 Ti, but for $20 more, you get a 2060. Yeah, all right, bud. You know, you know. So pick your poison. For me, I don't think a 2060 is it. Oh, can it do 1440 60? Actually, it can, huh? It can do 1440 60. But if you're doing things like you have COD open, maybe you have AE open and a bunch of tabs, I don't know. I mean, if you have a 1660 Ti, then let me know. Does it work for you? Are you able to hit 60 FPS, and are you able to do it constant? Like, are you not at 60, you're at like 70 to 90 range? Because that's kind of where you want to be to make sure that you stay constant. Don't get a 980, bro. Don't get a 9 series card. The hell are you doing? 10 series are old now. Like, don't get a 9 series. Sure, they're cheap, but that's like saying getting an RX Vega. Right? Yes, the 970 is just like a, you know, has been refreshed to be the 1070 and the 2070, but a 970 or 980, sorry, 80 I meant, while being a good card, still, I just wouldn't do it. That'd be like saying, hey, you should get a third generation Intel chip just because it has the same amount of cores. Then you should get the i7 3700 because it's the same exact thing. It's the same exact cores and threads as a i7 80 and 9700K. Sure, but you know, it's just like, why would you? You know. And although that defeats the purpose of what I said in the very beginning of the stream, where use AE CC 2014 instead of 2020 because it's older and works. While that completely defeats that whole argument, as I said, I'm just a hypocrite. So don't worry. As far as tech goes, get at least a 10 series card, at least. But in my opinion, I would just get a 2060 because you set yourself for ray tracing in case that ever happens in the future. You have the mindset of you have a more current card than before, so if anything were to happen, you know, you should be pretty set. Yes, 14 is just stable. Yes, it just works, right? For COD editing, it works. For anything else, for motion track or motion design and stuff like that, sure, go for 2020. I won't iterate myself again because I already said it in the beginning of the stream. But yes, but yes, that is my take on that. If you guys want to talk about computers again, we can. I'd love to. I became, like I said, a very hardcore computer nerd, so I love talking about computers. So let me know. I know I'm always down. Hey, first time with the raid, bro. What is good, dog? Hello, everyone. You guys missed it. Unfortunately, you guys missed my educational system rant. But if you'd like, you can go back into the VOD or whatever and see it. I think you can do that, right? Whenever it's uploaded or processed, you can do that. I don't know when it happened, but yes, it was a very heated discussion. Anyone, if anybody who was here in the chat at the moment can attest to it. It was quite emotional and personal. It ended up being personal and emotional. So if you want to, then go ahead. Have you built your PC? Yes, I built my PC myself. I think I linked my parts in the chat. I did. Let me know if you want me to link it again. I just want to add some flicker. Do I have flicker across these clips? I do, yes. How much? 0.5 to 0.5. No, they fluctuate, right? No, it's just 0.5. Okay, never mind. Yeah. Okay then. Hey, hello, Williams. Can't wait for INC. Yes, bro, it is coming. Apparently, we got a second editor. See, I'm kept out of the loop with Ion stuff. Like, it's this plutonium team Taj. Oh my god, I don't even want to try to explain what I think is happening because it's so confusing. So, like, the plutonium team Taj that's going up on Ion. I thought I was supposed to do it. I was told by Tucker I was supposed to do it, right? And then I think Trapsy or Tripsy, I don't know how to actually say it, but Nathan, he I think told Murphy, who is the lead of Ion, that, or of a currently new Ion lead, which I don't follow orders from, but you know, sucks to suck. He told me that Tripsy said that, or I'm gonna say Nathan because I don't know how to say his name technically, that him and Scape and some other editors are doing the community, the plutonium team Taj on Ion, and that I am doing the community team Taj. But then Tucker said that Sean said that no, I'm doing the plutonium team Taj and they're doing the community Taj. So I have no clue anymore. At this, he just said, okay, Anuki, you do Ion Team Taj. So I'm doing the Plutonium Ion Team Taj. That's all I know. If it's incorrect, if something's going on, I'm not sure. I don't know. No one tells me. So, yeah. Scape. Oh, was I not supposed to say Scape? Well, I said Scape, so there you go. It could have been second. Iron season. That was so confusing. Yeah, bro, it was so confusing. I had no clue. You weren't even a part of it, so I can see how it was even more confusing to you. But considering I was a part of that, I was even more confused. I was confused probably as much as you were. I just do what I'm told. I'm not in a lead position or anything. I'm not. I don't like being in it. I just do whatever they tell me to do. Although I only do what like Tucker and Sean do or tell me to do because they're the leads or whatever, or overall leads, and I'm pretty cool with them. So you know, whatever they say I should do, I'll just do it. As long as I'm able to do so, at least. It's actually hard. Is it actually hard to put all pieces together because I've never done it? It is not. Me and my brother who's never built a computer before, we just did it last night and it took like an hour, like 2 hours technically, because the case that we have is a super nice case. It's the Be Quiet Pure Base 500. I love this case. It's very nice, very compact and small for a mid-size ATX case. Although because it is very compact, there's a lot of things that are very hard to get through, like some of the wiring is a little tough. And getting the motherboard onto the standoffs was probably the hardest thing I've ever tried to do. But if you were to build a traditional computer with traditional parts in a traditional case, it's so easy. It's just Legos. Like it says on the manuals and in the motherboard where to place everything, and it's super simple. Especially nowadays, it's so streamlined. There's tutorials. Listen, Paul's Hardware, greatest YouTuber, by the way. He has 3 tutorials, a part 1 tutorial, part 2 tutorial, part 3 tutorial. Part 1 breaks down all the parts, part 2 breaks down how to build it, part 3 breaks down setup after you've built it. Very good, just 3 videos, that's it. All under an hour, like 30 to 40 minutes each respectively. You just watch that a couple times and you're good. I've watched it even though I built my computer. I use that to build a computer. I built 4 computers now total, and they're so much fun to do. I just send anime girls in chat. Yes, I also send anime girls in chat, so it's all good. I'm gonna make Murphy watch a race, and it's gonna be great. Let's see what I did. Oh yeah, I want to do Blur, and then I'll RAM preview. I might. Oh, I gotta fucking pee, bro. I drank 2 Red Bulls and water. I haven't eaten anything. I gotta pee. I might take a pee break. I'm sorry. Rip Linus. I know. I haven't watched that his retirement stream yet, so I don't really know what he's talking about specifically. So I'm not going to say too much, but I will give my input very briefly. He's a very hard worker, right? And I think we can all agree that he's a very hard worker. He works probably he's like probably the hardest working man / woman, not really sure yet, that probably anybody of us have ever seen. He's always almost in every single video. He maintains his own server. He has an entire corporation based off of himself, all that junk, right? He spends lots of money on his employees. He has a lot of stress, and he does a lot. And I remember one time he took a vacation, but that vacation he just did like he came home and he did housework, right? He did like clean the shed and stuff like that. I don't know if he specifically did that, but clean the garage and stuff like that. I remember he did that. So he's never taken a vacation, at least not that I've known, because I've only been subscribed for like a year, so I can't vouch too much. However, you know, he is a very hard worker, and I respect that heavily. So I think that what he needs more than anything else is a proper vacation. Maybe even a month or 2 months. Because he most likely can afford it, right? I think so. I hope he can afford it, because, you know, he is paying a lot out of his pocket to, you know, have oops, I did not want that. To have an entire business corporation, warehouses, all that equipment. You know, he has a lot going for him. So I hope that he's able to pay for at least some sort of, you know, vacation of some sort. However, you know, I don't know. Nobody knows. Nobody knows his net. I mean, you can probably look up his net worth, but who knows if that's that's the same thing as his actual net worth. But, you know, I think he just needs a vacation. Everyone needs a vacation. Anyone who works hard deserves a vacation. Anybody who puts their time, their efforts, their blood, their tears, their sweat, other fluids into their craft, into something that they have established and something that they're able to profit from, something that aligns with their dreams, I think they deserve a vacation of any length, whether that be a year, it's a year, a couple days, a week, a year, a couple of years. I think they deserve that, because if they've gotten to a point where they judge that they think I should take a year off, then they should do that. You know, apparently 25 mil, apparently, right? Supposedly. And that's a big number, and I assume that too. Probably in Canadian rupees too. But I think people who work hard deserve to be rewarded. So if he works that hard every single day, working on scripts, working on his servers and his employees and his departments, working on videos, both for his personal channel or for his Linus Tech Tips, for his Tech Linked, his Tech Quickies, other channels that he might have I don't know about. He streams. You know, he does a lot. Like, I can't imagine that he does, like, he has a lot of free time to stay at home, be with his wife, who also works there, I think, to be with his children. You know, there's a lot that he has to get through. And I'm blessed, and I love his videos, and he works so hard that I don't know how old he is. I can look up. Linus Sebastian. Age. How old is he? 33? Wow, 33. He's retiring at 33, and he can retire if he wants to. But, you know, if he retires, then what becomes of Linus Tech Tips, right? And I'm not saying that if he wants to retire, he can retire. Or she. I'm still not sure. I don't know. if he or she, sorry, I'll stop. If he wants to retire, then he should, because if you get to the point where you think you should retire, that means you've thought of all sorts of you've put in all sorts of factors to understand that I think retiring is the best method for me. You don't say, oh man, I'm gonna retire and be serious about it, or not be serious about it. When you say you're going to retire, that means that you are going to retire. That means that you think that you've made enough money, that you have done your service to the society, that you've done enough to be able to warrant yourself that, you know what, I think it's probably time that I step down and focus on my on my life and not so much of what I've been able to contribute to society, because he's contributed to a lot. And even if he you know, if he retires, I'm sure Linus Tech Tips will be fine. He has so many writers, so many different personalities that can take his place. You know, it's fine. But you know, if I were to prefer one thing, I prefer that he didn't retire, because he's the face of his own company, and he's very funny, he's very informative, he's very sarcastic, and you know, I'm sure he's very serious and strict in person. But you know, if he wants to retire, then he should retire. Yeah, bro. Tech source. It's a yes, exactly, yes. I'm going to Calvin's house soon. Probably cable manage for him, bro. I want to visit fucking Cal, bro. I want to miss Cal. I want to visit Cali. I miss him, bro. I met him at Anaheim. He's so tall, and he had a camera. Oh, I should know. I should see if he still has a picture. We took a picture with his camera. I don't know if he still has it though. Miz has a picture with us, and as with me and him, just me and him, and he showed it to me, and maybe have you, but I have one with Twyman, but he was drunk as hell, and the picture was shaky, but it's all good. But I don't know. I miss Cali, bro. He's so fun. He's like a very giant. He's a giant, bro, and he's a gentle giant, and I love him. And then I met his friend too. His friend Connor. He's a weeb. Oh, I was so happy about that. Oh man. Anyways, so yes, there was Drake, by the way. I think she does accounting stuff. Yeah, his wife. I don't know what. I think her wife is Laos. I think. Hold on. What is her? I'm pretty sure she's either Laos. Oh no, she looks Laos. She's Laos or Thai. Hold on. Linus wife. Yes, you're funny. Nationality, I guess. She's Laos. She's got to be Laos. Well, I know she's Canadian. Yes. She looks Laos. I'm Laos, so that's why I'm like, yeah. What is it? Oh fuck. Oh, I remember the channel is super fun. That was fun. Where the hell? Oh, Linus Sebastian. I don't care about Linus Sebastian. I care about fucking his wife. Here we go. Yes. Sorry, I know this is off topic, but I'm curious. I'm pretty sure she's Lao. Bio. She was born in Hong Kong. Oh, Hong Kong. Really? Wait, Hong Kong is that China? Oh, I'm sorry. Hold on. Hong Kong is not. That's China, isn't it? Wait. Oh yeah, it's China. Okay, sorry. I'm just making sure. I'm just kind of stupid. She's Chinese. She doesn't look Chinese. Who is a Chinese actress? She's not. She is not Chinese. That's not Chinese, is it? Wait, maybe it is Chinese. She doesn't look Chinese. Oh, she has a net worth. Damn. She looks Laos or Thai. I'm sorry. That's off topic. Anyways. Okay, let's watch this run preview. I'm sorry.
Don't just say it now, you gotta show me. You gotta bring the clip back empties. You asked to see the ball, so they sent me, dawg. I just broke her off with a tip. Don't just say it now, you gotta show me. You gotta bring the clip back empties. You asked to see the ball, so they sent me, dawg. I just broke her off with a tip. Don't just say it now, you gotta show me. You gotta bring the clip back empties.
Okay, I think it's alright. I'm gonna replace some of the twitches around and I'll fix that, but as far as sync goes, I'm pretty okay with it. Once I add some warp, some glows, and some proper, I'll fix the shake a little bit. Once I do that, it should be alright. Flicker always helps. I do have flicker, but I don't use it very heavily. I don't like heavy flicker because I'm actually very susceptible to flicker. Not so much to the fact that I'm what's the word? I was gonna say anorexic. Epileptic? Is that what the word is? You know, when you have epilepsy? Yeah, epileptic. I'm not epileptic, but I am a little susceptible to kind of flicker, just a little bit. So I personally don't like when there's a lot. And I don't like it when it overpowers it either. I think flicker is used as a way to add impact for emphasis, not necessarily just a tool to use all the way. Blake, hello Blake. I was gonna end the stream, but what's up, bro? You missed my rants. Oh man, it's all good. If you want to go back through my editing chats, everyone wants me to upload it, so I'll upload it onto my YouTube. But if you're down, I don't know if you watch them or listen to them or not. But yes, I was just chilling. My long rant on the educational system, which you might have some fun listening to. So I don't know. I'll go back and timestamp everything in case you just want to listen to specific things, as I always do with my editing chats. So if you want, I'm not saying you should. I'm not saying you have to. But if you'd like, I will say, I got heated. I'm sick right now. My headache is still raging, but I've been doing a good job hiding it. I haven't eaten. I'm only on 2 Red Bulls and water. So yeah. Kato! Thank you for following. Yes. I'm only on 1 monitor, so I have to do that. But yeah. I have to pee. That's probably the worst out of all of it, being out more than being sick. I really have to pee. But I'll play this RAM preview. It's just sync. I'm sorry. It's just sync and a little bit of pan crop. And yeah, since there's a couple new people here.
Don't just say it now, you gotta show me. You gotta bring the clip back empties. You asked to see the ball, so they sent me, dawg. I just broke her off with a tip. Don't just say it now, you gotta show me.
Something like that, I guess.
Bring the clip back empties. You asked to see the ball, so they sent me, dawg. I just broke her off with a
yeah, something like that. I'll fix the sync a little bit more, and then I will use warp. I'll get some warp to make it a little smoother. I'll fix the shake a little bit, but other than that, that's probably how this clip is going to sync. I took, let's say, 2 hours and 6 minutes to sync this clip, but that is because for an hour and a half of it, I stopped editing and I was talking. So I recommend, if anybody who missed the rant, I do recommend that you listen to it, because it got really emotional for me. It got personal to me. So I would appreciate if you guys would listen to it, I suppose, and then I don't know, let me know what you think if you haven't listened to it. Hello Kato. I don't know if you're into anime or if your name is just Kato, but I have a Kato Nendoroid and I just bought it and it's here. I definitely want to talk to you whenever you get it. Yeah, bro, I'd love to. Maybe another day. I'm not feeling too hot. I'm probably gonna eat some food and go to sleep after this one, or after I end the stream. And well, I have homework to do, so I'll probably pass out and then do my homework. But yes, I'm down. Just let me know. As you know, you probably know me very well. I'm not very good at talking with people, in the sense that I'm not good at reaching out to people. But if we ever talk, you know that I love talking, and I talk a lot, and we talk about life and shit. But I'm not good at reaching out to people. So I'm not good at inviting. But if you invite me, I would love to talk. Just let me know, and I'll let you know if I'm available to talk. I am working this weekend, so that might be a little rough, but we shall see. So let me know, and I'll keep you updated, and then maybe we can talk again. I'd love to. But that should do it. Thank you everyone for coming through. I apologize for the my dog name is Kato, I see. I apologize. The third last shot looks weird. I'll fix it. Let me see.
don't just say it now, you gotta show me. You gotta bring the clip back empties.
This one? That one. It's weird because there's no gun sound, so your immersion is removed from that. There's no sort of emphasis on it yet, so you're removed from that, and then I don't have anything. Well, I have like a pan crop and shake and a little twitch to it, but I haven't adjusted it. I'm gonna move some of them around because while I was doing the twitch and stuff like that, I was doing it while talking, so I wasn't really going off of the sound. I was going off of the sound waves because I know how to read those. But I'll fix those later. But yes. Are you Filipino? I'm not Filipino. I'm Lao. I'm Laos. Laotian. But yes, thank you everyone for coming through. Thank you for everyone who stayed and listened to my talk. It says I have 18 viewers, but I doubt that's true. Thank you guys for coming out. Seriously. I'm glad I was able to talk with y'all, and I'm glad that y'all came to listen to me, whether you came now or whether you came in the beginning of the stream. I appreciate it. So thank you all for coming through. I will do my best to stream more often. I cannot promise that though, now that I am back in school, unfortunately. But you know, you can listen to my educational system rant if you want to see why I'm sighing about that. But yeah, Thank y'all for coming through. I'll do my best to stream more often. Okay, see ya.